Well, Memphis lawmakers are divided down party lines over President Trump deploying National Guard troops to Memphis. Two big showings that couldn't be more opposite fell on the same day as Democrats opposed the troops and Republicans pledged their support. Memphis City Councilwoman and gubernatorial candidate Jerry Green is sponsoring a non-binding resolution with support from other council members, pressuring Governor Lee to stop the troops from coming to Memphis. She spoke with protesters against the deployment in front of City Hall on Thursday, and on the same day, on the other side of town off Briarcrest Avenue, Republicans gathered to show support with a warm welcome for the National Guard's arrival, with Senator Brent Taylor and John Rose present. Here's a clip of what they on both sides had to say.
Every blue dot in a sea of red with a feckless leader ready to roll over for a wannabe dictator. That's right. You're next. That's right. Yeah. I ask you to join us in this fight because as they test these waters in Memphis, no, we may be the first, but we will not be the last. That's right. That's right. I would also like to tell our current statewide elected leaders, your cowardice in this moment will be noted for history. Yes. Come on. That's right. Governor Lee, Senator Blackburn, Senator Haggerty, show some backbone.
We need to get the prosecutor to prosecute and the judges to have trials and get people convicted and move their to the penitentiary where they belong.
I hear what the city council and the Democrats are saying, that nobody wants us. Mayor Harris has said nobody in Memphis wants the National Guard here. And as you can see, we've got a cross-section of people who do want the National Guard here. They're tired of seeing criminals get freedom and victims get funerals. And this is the start of something big, I think, in Memphis. And we're going to go from making Memphis matter to making Memphis marvelous. And that's what this is all about.
All right, so two very different sides there. Luke, I'm going to open it up to you. This resolution that the city council members, particularly Democratic ones, are trying to push to pressure Governor Lee to stop the troops from coming. Do you think it has merit? Will it go anywhere?
No, it doesn't have merits. It has no authority to it at all. And honestly, as a Republican here in Shelby County, I hope that they do pass this resolution, because what it will do is make unequivocally clear to the people of Memphis which party is concerned with getting control of crime, the Republican Party, and which party is attempting to use sound bites, divisive rhetoric to score their own political points. Councilwoman Jerry Green is my councilwoman. I live in her neighborhood, and she knows what our neighbors want. What they want is to get crime under control in the city of Memphis. And this is not about the National Guard. She used the word terrorize yesterday. Totally inappropriate. Totally inappropriate. And what this is over a dozen federal agencies coming to Memphis to work together to help us solve crime, period. And so I hope they do pass that resolution and make it clear to the community that they care more about the criminal than they care about getting crime under control.
Luke's always coming with it. So Deidre, one thing that Jerry Green had said also was just infringing on people's rights. Is there a real fear here that the troops will come in and people will end up in jail for very low-level things, or just, talk about the infringement?
No, I really do think that's a concern. That's a concern for elected officials. That's a concern for community members, because they just don't know what might happen with the National Guard coming to Memphis. But I've always been told that Republicans feel like local government should be able to manage themselves, right? So for the president, for the governor, for our senators to come back and say, local government's not doing a good job when crime's going down, that's problematic. So I do think it's a wonderful thing that Councilwoman Green is advancing this resolution. Do I think it's going to go anywhere? Absolutely not. But at least she's letting people know that Memphis can handle its business.
And also, Senator Brent Taylor said Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris had said that no Memphian wants this, but clearly that's just not true. We've interviewed Memphians who do want it. So, Otis, I just want to ask you as well, just this polarizing difference between who wants it and who doesn't. Where does that go? What is in the best interest?
It's just part and parcel of where we are in our political discourse right now, and not just locally, but nationally. We are so far apart, you can't even see each other. I think there is hyperbole on both sides. I think that Jerry Green overstated her position on this. I certainly think Brent Taylor as he does all the time, overstates, and he can't resist making that campaign slogan of making Memphis matter when don't get me started. I just think that there's overstatements on both sides. I have called for, now that the Guard is coming here, let's have some collaboration, let's have some cooperation between the state and between local government to forge the best use of the Guard while they're here. And I don't really know what that is. We'll talk about the plans in the third segment. But we need more cooperation and far less confrontation, especially what we had the other day, on both sides, honestly. We just need to stop the fighting and the bickering and try to work together to solve crime.
And Luke, what did you make of Green blatantly calling out Governor Lee and Senators Blackburn and Hagerty?
Look, I thought, honestly, that press conference yesterday was a disgrace with its divisive rhetoric. And again, using the word terrorize, why are citizens starting to become concerned? They're being ginned up. And we need to remember that the Tennessee Guard is made up of our neighbors, people from Memphis, people across our state. They look like us, they talk like us, and they care about our community. These are folks that sign up for the Guard knowing they could be deployed overseas and want to protect us. And so I say, let's give them a chance. And to your point, Otis, that's why I appreciated Mayor Young's comments on this. He said, I didn't ask for this. I don't know that I necessarily want it, but I'm committed to making it work and a success so that we can make our community safer. And I think that's the better approach, even if you're concerned.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, we can agree.
Yeah,
All
we agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, you mentioned the plan, and we are going to get more into that. And so let's save some time on this break or on this segment so we can get more on the other one. We'll be right back.